What's up YouTube, this is Ninetails here bringing you another 5th gen Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Alright, so this is a team, most of you who have subscribed to me have not seen most of these Pokemon yet, but it's actually supposed to be kind of like a Hail team, even though I didn't get to take advantage of it very much in this match. But this is a very good match against Vivian, I don't know, from TPX. So, he U-turns out. I'm not scared of the V-Create because I do have a Focus Sash, and yeah. And I was actually predicting that that he might go for a Trick Room, so I actually used Taunt, and after the U-turn I actually end up taunting this Politoed here. So his team is partly a Rain team, and mine's partly a Hail team, which I thought was kind of cool. Now, I thought he was going to take me out with a Scald or Surf, so I go for the Destiny Bond, and he does go for Scald, but it doesn't actually take me out, and I actually did want it to take me out this time, because, you know, if I had gotten the Politoed out early, that would have been a lot easier for me. So, not predicting much yet, I just go for another Destiny Bond. That was easy enough for her to predict, but now that I'm against the Nitori or Ferrothorn, I decide not. I don't know. I think I overpredict here and just go starting off with my spikes instead of taunting it. That's okay. I can rapid spin those Stealth Rocks away later, and I get my second layer of spikes, which is going to be pretty good. He will take me out this turn with the leech. Well, next turn with the Leech Seed, and I had an opportunity to get the third layer of spikes up here, but what I did was, for some reason I thought that Destiny Bond would work with Leech Seed, but apparently that's not the case, and I end up using Destiny Bond on this Superior right here. So, I'm trying to take the foe down with me, and the Leech Seed will take me out, but apparently it doesn't work, so yeah, bummer. So anyway, next I go into my Emperor Kuzco, which is my Empoleon, and this is a 4th gen set basically, but I do have Stealth Rock, so I'm going to set those up now. He sets up a substitute, which would normally be a big problem, since it is a Superior and he probably has the Contrary and everything. Well, I know she has the Contrary, but yeah. So Leaf Storm, I am part Steel type, so that's not going to do a ton. And I'm actually going to use Roar this turn. And it's nice to see that she is Life Orbed, so that's nice there. And I used Roar and Roar into a Gyarados. Now, I kind of make a bad prediction here. I thought she would predict, like, I knew that it was a Dragon Dance set. Like, I just knew it, alright? And I didn't want to risk, like, it setting up a Dragon Dance on my Switch. So I just stay in thinking I could either take an Earthquake or she just won't go for the Earthquake and I can just Roar again. But that's not the case. I let myself get taken out by the Gyarados' Earthquake, and she gets the +1 Moxie, so bummer. So now I go into my I don't know how to say this name. I don't know. But anyway, it's a dual screen set, but I do not have Light Play, so it's only gonna last, what, 5 turns I think? But it's still handy. So I send up my light screen, and it does have the Magic Guard, so I'm not going to get hurt by Stealth Rock, and if I had my Hail up, I would not get hurt by Hail, and with the Burn, I gave myself a Burn Orb so I could pass it on to other things. I'm not going to get hurt by the Burn, so it's just, this is a great poke. Like, if you look at the stats, you'd think that's probably like an underused sweeper or something, but looking at its move pool, this is probably one of the better things you could do with it, honestly, in an OU environment. If you were doing UU, then, like, it does get to lens through Dream World, which is a great ability, but, yeah. So, I realized that at this point I need to get those stealth rocks away. I have 2 ice types on this team that will get hurt pretty bad by stealth rock. So I send in my Hitmontop, and I don't know what item I have. It might be a shell well maybe, because I already had 2 leftovers. But I don't know. So he sends out his Victini again. I know I'm still behind a light screen, and these things are always physical. I don't know if I've ever seen a special one, honestly. So I use my Rapid Spin, get the Stealth Rock away. I know I can survive the Zen Headbutt, so I take the Zen Headbutt, not the greatest, but still pretty good for being super effective, and I go for an Aerial Ace. And yeah, Ignition boosted, but I really should have had Intimidate. Intimidate would have been great this match. I think I will change that shortly after narrating this battle, but yeah. So anyway, I know he's locked into the Zen Headbutt because he outsped my Frost last first turn, so I knew this guy was scarfed, so I go into my Aztec thing again, and I predict a switch, and I think I go for a light screen, right? Well, after all this entry hazard stuff. Yeah, I go for a light screen, so this Politoad shouldn't be able to touch me with his Scalds, or if it's probably a bulky set, because it didn't take out my Frost Blast early, so I know it's probably a bulkier set, so it probably has Toxic or something, and it can't do that to me because I'm already burned. So anyway, she predicts my Psycho Shift and goes into Ferrothorn, which is already burned, but that's okay. It does take entry hazard damage, and it's going to take some burn damage, so that's always great. Next, I believe I'm going to just try to go for an Air Slash. Trying to flinch it. I know I don't have any special attack investment, but it does have base 10 something special attack, and yeah, I do get a crit, which is awesome, but it doesn't take it out. The crit would have been awesome if it had taken it out, but now, since it didn't take it out barely, it still gets its Stealth Rocks up, which is, I put so much preparation into having a good Rapid Spinner. I don't know. Then gets it up again. I don't know. So anyway, she sends in Gyarados for some reason and starts Dragon Dancing, but I believe I've already shown her that I have Psycho Shift, so I'm not sure what the reasoning behind that is, but it is in the rain, so its waterfalls are actually going to be still pretty powerful even though it's burned because it is getting a rain boost, but yeah, the Gyarados didn't want to be, I don't know. So the waterfall with a burned +1 Gyarados, it's not going to do a ton. I mean, it does more than I think it should, but still. Then I get my Reflect up, so I set up Reflect, and now the waterfalls are going to do even less. Now, I should have actually switched out this turn, because I should have switched into Hitmontop and started Rapid Spinning first, but since I did see that the light screen wore off, I thought she would take the opportunity to switch back into something special, so I go for another light screen. So that's my reasoning behind staying in and going for light screen. But it turns out it would have been a better idea just to go into Hitmontop, because Hitmontop at this point could probably take 1 waterfall, probably not 2. So I send in Hitmontop, and he's going to try to Rapid Spin, but he does have to take 2 waterfalls to get to that point, so we'll see how good it takes it. Yeah, he's not going to survive this a second one, so that's unfortunate. I'm going to have to just spotter off my Hitmontop now, even though he did kind of good. If I had Intimidate, I would probably survive these 2 waterfalls, but I'm stupid, so I don't have an Intimidate. And another Moxie, so maybe she's even now, like when it comes to all the attack drops that I've forced on her. But anyway. So anyway, I didn't want to bring this thing out until I had taken out Politoad, but I don't really have a choice right now. I go into Obama Snow, I screwed up some. I don't know. I'll fix it before the next video with this thing. But anyway, I go for an ice shard, hoping it would take it out, and it does not take it out. But apparently, like, maybe her only attacking moves are Waterfall and Earthquake, because they're both not very effective, and she went for Waterfall because of Stab. She might have Bounce and known that it would take me up anyway. Or, I don't know. Maybe she just has 2 attacks. I don't know what her third final attack would be, but anyway. I reflect wore up, and she goes into her Crocodile, which is not a Crocodile. It's a alligator. And I am hoping this isn't a Dragon Dance set either. But I didn't really, I don't know. I didn't want to. It's the same situation with the first time I saw Gyarados. I didn't want to go into my other Pokemon because I thought maybe that it would just get a free Dragon Dance off. I don't know why I'm so scared of Dragon Dance. Honestly, but I should have just switched out because Swingill, is that how you say it? That can quad resist superpower, which I should have predicted, but you know what? I chose not to predict it because maybe I just suck. So when I go into my Scarf Rotom Frost form, and I'm just gonna go for a Volt Switch. He switches in his Victini, which he knows. Well, I'm playing against a girl, okay? She knows that it's just gonna get rid of my Stealth Rock, so yeah. So, and she'll see that I have Volt Switch, so that's probably gonna give away the fact that I'm Scarfed. But she goes into Politoed anyway because Politoads are naturally pretty bulky, and it's probably a bulky set, so I could probably take a Volt Switch. And she gets my Hail out of the way, which is probably the bigger deal, because you don't want your Pokemon to just be taking damage each turn. But she protects, gets it, because she thinks she's going to need as much HP as possible to survive a Volt Switch. And she probably is, but I'm going to go for a Volt Switch here and go back into... I think I only have 2 pokes left. I think I just have my Aztec thingy and Rotom, and she still has, I believe, 4. Yeah, it has to be 4 pokes. No, 3. 3 pokes. I just took one out. Okay, anyway. Sorry about that. I kind of just lost everything there. So, anyway. I know that I might have... Like, I'm not sure if I could take out the Feraligatr from where it is right now with a Volt Switch with my Rotom. So I set up a Reflect just in case I need to take 2 hits from the Feraligatr. And at this point, I think I forgot that she had a Superior, but that's going to be okay because Superior is actually Life Orb, so that's going to be okay. So anyway, I go for a Volt Switch. That's gonna take out my that's gonna take out her Politoed, and I can't actually switch out anymore because Rotom's my last Pokemon. So she goes into Superior, and I know it resists Volt Switch, so yeah. But all that entry hazard damage is going to be great because Volt Switch is actually going to take it almost out. Natural Volt probably. She goes for Hidden Power, which I'm not sure what Hidden Power is because it's not super effective. Maybe she thought it was Hidden Power Fire, but if it was Hidden Power Fire, we are in the rain, which means that might not have taken me out either. But either way, that doesn't take me out, and thanks to all that entry hazard damage, I can take out this Feraligatr with a Volt Switch. So, that was a really good match against ViviAngel. I think that's her Zat name. Do any of you guys know if she has a YouTube? Like any of you guys who go to TPX and stuff? Because I'd like to put that into their description, because we both thought it was a really great match, and it really was, like, very close, nail biting, you know. It's one of my favorites in recent memory. I know I haven't been posting very often because I just took a break, you know. I was kind of bored with the whole YouTube thing, but then I started watching more and more videos, so I decided to go to TPX, get some battles with this new team. So, yeah, I might have more videos up. I know you guys, a lot of you, like the movesets video I did. Some of you didn't, I know a lot of you didn't, but still. Anyway, comment, rate, and subscribe. See ya.